Since everything is falling apart, I thought I'd weigh in and make a little video. Welcome. Now I don't need to explain anything to any of you in any part of this plane, unless you're living in the rainforest, part of a small indigenous tribe. You clearly know exactly what's going on now. Everybody has been affected by this, and everybody is concerned as to where things are going. And I'll try to keep this short. And I want to point one thing out. This is a website that I find represents the middle. And I think any media source would have these same stories circulating. And what do we see? San Francisco orders residents to stay inside. New Yorkers hit their restaurants one last time. Kid Rock defiantly refuses to close his bar, calls it unconstitutional. Casinos want bailouts. Banks pressured as clients scramble for cash. Canada closes border. Kentucky Derby pushed back for the first time since 1945. This situation will change how we shop, travel, and work for years. Florida beaches are bustling, while the beaches in Rio, Brazil have been ordered to shut down, sending people home. Puerto Rico under 24-hour isolation, and France calls for its citizens to remain confined in their homes. So, what am I getting at? What's missing? What is missing in this slew of headlines? And that is very simply any death. That is what's missing in this picture. Is nobody is keeling over, nobody knows anybody that's sick. And whereas in the United States, I believe the regular flu kills over 100,000 people a year. And what we're seeing now is a small sliver, and there's not even a proper test. The other day I was just looking at an article that was taking people's temperatures before they entered the White House, and if their temperature was too high, they were refused admittance into the press conference. And this was clear as could be, that they have no test, they don't understand, otherwise a thermometer. This is the high-tech test. And so once again, there is a mess going on right now, but it has nothing to do with any illness. And that's the good news. And that's what I wanted to weigh in on, is that without any kind of real outbreak, it's just a matter of time before this blows over. This is completely artificial, and this could be a variety of different things going on. Partial economic warfare, partial forced vaccines, perhaps. I'm not sure. But I know what it isn't, and it isn't what all the big hype and scare is about. However, hype and scare is what slows or even shuts down economies. And typically when there is a real incident, the government is very slow and reluctant to clue us in, similar to if there was some big threat, they typically don't want to tell us. This is exactly why they don't tell us things and keep us in the dark, and it's not like them to be forthright. And yet right now, that's exactly what we're seeing. And there is a bigger agenda going on. And I'm not going to get into that in this particular video, but I wanted to offer some reassurance that they're not going to be able to keep this charade going for much longer. And if people do start dropping over, well, that's another story. But at this point in time, that is exactly what's missing in this picture. The very threat causing this panic is not a threat at all. And even the flu, at 100,000 per year, is not a threat. is nothing to provoke people to stop their day-to-day functions. However, we know very well how they operate on the top, and a crisis is always an opportunity with those in control. And I think this will be used to restructure many things, similar to the orchestrated event that took down 2 towers in recent times. But I just wanted us to keep our eyes open to the bigger picture. And again, when I look through every single one of these headlines, I see nothing about people dropping over or the amount of deaths in any particular country or city. And from what I have heard, it's minuscule. And again, we're in the spring, the weather is nice, people seem fit and healthy and happy. And then this hits. Unjustified. And I see no reason for doing any of the things that they have done. Completely unreasonable measures taken. And again, if there was tens of thousands of deaths, certainly hundreds of thousands. But at this point, the number is minuscule. And for these people to risk shutting everything down tells me there's a bigger agenda at play here. Nevertheless, we're all going to have to make adjustments. This is going to affect everybody in the short run. And I've been talking for weeks, if not months, about the artificial system and our participation in it. And such situations bring us to what really matters. And what you'll see unfolding in the weeks and months, most certainly, will be large corporations filing bankruptcies and just dropping their debt like a ball, shamelessly, and restructuring. And at the very least, I can encourage you to do the same, shamelessly. And if things get lean, these should be the first things that we let go of, because the very institutions that we will be paying will be doing the very same thing. And it's an opportunity to thin out our affairs and simplify and really look at what matters and stop carrying the bag for the man. But I think most importantly, we need to carry on and not be swayed by this spell of deceit, and see things as they really are and do what we must. And again, I feel that this will blow over, because without the escalation of the actual threat that they give us, the lie will not be able to perpetuate. So that's it. I hate to be so off topic on this channel, and maybe I'll just delete this video, but I thought I would reach out to you all. Do have a blessed day, and God bless.